So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. You didn't want this.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
I'm scared. Motion. Pass. Watch 36 to Mike.
Allen now throwing again. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's complete to Diggs. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Slam. Gun.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ringer, guys. 51. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 30. Alert! Hatchet. 6'6". Pull it high.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bengals' 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get in the weight room. No. Off. Motion.
They run. Devontae Freeman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This is taken to the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Ready? AT Gator.
58, come on. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A deep ball for Gurley. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Middle.
Watch 36 the mic in your face.
Throwing now is Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Mike 30.
Mike 36. Coming. Watch 36. 36 the mic. I'm coming for you, son.
Middle.
Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
50 cents.
Round 80.
Hey. Watch twitch.
Regular.
They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 44, Allen, and the grab by Croft. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Croft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs, but out there now and says he's feeling pretty good.
Watch 36.
Hey, tight.
I got you.
Half 85. Hey, seam 6.
On first down, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Target. Hey, watch it.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Motion. Hey, check Mike 57.
Allen going to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chop,
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 58, come on.
They'll look to throw here. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Come on, set.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley.
Under 10.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. Brings up second and 7.
Bravo.
At the Bills' 44-yard line.
57's left. Okay, double. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 57.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, what kind of speed he has is almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him, but he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
I got him. He's mine.
That's 10. Hey, Alpha.
Hey, Mike 51.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 22 yards there, a first down. Allen now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Freeman. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Watch
36 to Mike.
All that, baby, all that. Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Allen. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head. To the sideline and talk over what to do next. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Watch out.
56, 56.
So that'll back them up 5. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trent Murphy. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Mike, 36.
Allen off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards.
52 yards. First down, Bengals.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
You got tight right there. Hey, check Mike 50.
Hey, tight.
Man.
Here we go.
Man, I got you.
On first down, it's Freeman. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run on first down. Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down, Freeman. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Watch the shit. Half. 57. Watch the screen.
61. Matchbox lights.
Watch the screen.
They'll run here with Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
58 to Mike. All day. Switch.
Now.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Go.
They'll drop the throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
80 weapons. Undercrunch. Shift.
Here's Freeman. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch the whip. Alert flow.
On first down, it's Freeman, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Allen now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Freeman. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 28 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
We got three.
Second and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Allen looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Allen now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 3. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's get it. For the 19. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Freeman again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed.